Vance Joy in the Big Room, A&R Bar, sold out tonight. You've had you've packed a lot of life into your 26 years, and you estimate that's how old you are anyway.
Yeah, that's the estimation.
You were a law student for a while?
Yeah.
How far did you get?
I got all the way. It took me 6 years. I was doing an arts degree and a law degree, and it was like a tortoise getting to the end of like a 100-meter sprint. It was just like I crawled over the line and then passed out, but I got there.
So you could go back home and take the bar exam and become an attorney?
Yes.
Wow.
And defend the AC/DC drama.
You know what? That is not a bad...
Musicians got to stick together.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Of course, musicians know all about drummers, too, so I suppose you would know the tack to take. So you were a law student, and you were also an athlete. You played what we call Aussie rules football, but you call it what?
I just call it footy.
Footy?
Yeah.
Well, those are pajamas over here in America. That sounds very innocent, but that's a very violent game, right? It's like rugby.
Yeah, it's like rugby. It's got no offside rule like in soccer and rugby, so it's to the person who's seeing it for the first time, it just looks like an absolute mess.
It's chaos. I've tried to watch it on, I think Fox Sports 2 shows it every once in a while.
Yeah.
I've tried to understand it. The field's round, right?
It's a big oval, yeah, and there's 36 people on the ground, which seems like too many people. And you're all chasing this oval little ball, leather ball around, and you just basically, yeah, and a good game will be really smooth, and the possession of the ball is, beautiful to watch. It's like passing is really precise and good, and a bad game in the wet is just like, it looks like a bar of soap, and there's just like 36 people just like bashing into each other in this wet and muddy mess.
Now you were pretty accomplished, right? At this, you could have become a professional.
I think if I had the right kind of passion and the right kind of mentality, but I was playing at a semi-professional level, and a lot of the guys that I was playing with were kind of the rookies and all the young draftees for the top 10, and I was kind of in that support league, and it was great. I love football, and I definitely got the most out of myself. And I'm glad now that I'm kind of, besides compared to the guys in the band, like it's easier for me to stay in shape because I spent like 6 years training every day or training every second day. So, but yeah, I don't think I ever would have made it to the top level.
What's the worst injury you had?
Well, it doesn't sound as bad as it was, but I broke a bone in my foot a few times, and that kind of
playing
footy. And there was one actually, so that was kind of bad, but that was like a bad injury. Like I broke a bone in my foot, had to get a bolt put in it. But at the time of doing it, I was just like, oh, that feels a bit weird. Like I kept running around. The coach was like, he doesn't look right. Get off the field. But the time that I kind of got stretched off, all that had happened was I really badly rolled my ankle, and I kind of jumped up, rolled my ankle, and they got a stretcher out. I was like, God, I've done something bad. Got the stretcher off, and then they're like, you just rolled your ankle, that's it. You got stretched off, you big wuss. And the coach at the end of the game's like giving the end of game. It was kind of like this. He's like, we're all kind of crouched on the ground, and he's like, and he sees me hobble back into the huddle, and he's like, you okay? Like, I thought you'd broken your leg, and I was like, nah, just a right ankle, keep going. Just forget about this.
Wow. Well, it's good to have that experience, but I think you've made the right choice here. I don't foresee any injuries in the next few minutes. So.
Yeah, definitely not.
All right, Vance Joy is here. One more song. What are you going to play?
I'm going to play Riptide.
All right.